All right, we're gonna get started here. It's about 9:05 here. I'm actually based in Vancouver. Yeah, so we'll be moving along here. We're gonna talk about phenolics, working with the interiors. We're gonna introduce ourselves here. So we welcome everyone. We're gonna talk about spectrum phenolic solutions for high traffic environments. So we are Allied Technical Solutions. We look after Bobrick, Qualicare, Pravada, Presslet, which is they do out care change benches, Thrislington, which is part of the Bobrick brand. So we do washing partitions and accessories, and the Gamco line, which falls underneath the Bobrick line up of washroom accessories, kind of like your Frost line, just sort of a value engineer line, but it all falls in within the Bobrick lineup. We also look after Spectrum, so that's including Spectrum lockers and Spectrum facades and wall linings. That encompasses Trespa along with Lamitech. So my name is Trevor. I've been with ATS for just over 4 years now, and I'm the architectural account manager for the Division 10 side of the business. I've been doing this for well over a decade, especially on the interior side of things. I've come from distribution, and I also used to work for a general contractor as well, so I've seen it through and through. So I'll let Jose take this over and introduce himself as well.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're located right now. My name is Jose. Thanks, Trevor, for the introduction. I've been in the architectural industry for 10 years. I'm an architect and I specialize. I love Division 7 and Division 9. That's why I'm specializing in it. And yeah, if you have any kind of questions along the way, along the presentation, feel free to save them to the end of the presentation. We're gonna give a few minutes for a round of questions if you have any questions related to the topic, or if you have any upgoing or ongoing projects, you can send us an email at the emails that you can find below, so we can give you a more detailed explanation through email, right?
Yeah, and feel free to stop us anytime. Post it in the chat. We're monitoring the chat as well, so we can feel free to answer any questions as we sort of go along throughout the presentation.
Mhm.
So we're going to talk about high performance spectrum interiors. So really on the interior side of things, for those high traffic areas where everyone's using on a daily basis. So we're going to talk about the freedom of design, Class A fire rating, sustainability, UV stability, scratch and dent resistance, easy to clean, easy to maintain. Everybody wants to see that these days. Impact resistance. So we all know everything takes abuse, especially in those high traffic environments, and really maintenance free is what we're going to be talking about. So we're just going to talk about what is phenolic, and I'm going to let Jose talk about the composition of phenolic panel and what it's made out of.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor. So I'm pretty sure most people here know about phenolic, what it is and how it's made. I just want to make the long story short of what it is. It's technically craft paper with resin plus a decorative layer, all pressed together and heated together. Usually takes cycles of 30 minutes. And after those 30 minutes, we can obtain a thick panel to use for either for facade or for interiors. Right, as you can see here, the composition, it's 70% craft paper, which could be either recycled or not, and plus 30% resin. This is actually a thermoset resin, which interacts with the craft paper at the moment of the pressing and the heating. So on top of that, we have this decorative layer, especially on high-end phenolic. For example, like Trespa, we have an electron cured layer, which ensures to close more the pores on the surface of the panel. And that will give us technically let's say, a layer that prevents vandalism, especially graffiti. The panel becomes super easy to maintain, almost zero cost maintenance. And yeah, that gives it also the finishing the finishing code, right? Next slide, please. As mentioned, after this process, after this 30-minute process, it becomes a monolithic panel or an homogeneous panel. This panel acts as a panel itself, is not anymore composed of layers, as you can see here in the graphic. And that gives us the properties and the characteristics that we all know it for.
So remember, you have basically a press of a body, you have a pad of paper, you have a textured plate, you have your EBC curing process, and then you have your craft paper to basically build up all your thickness of your panel, and it's all pressed together as one to create your panel thickness.
So with that, we don't need to mention about the resistance of the panel because phenolic is one of the more resistant types out there. If we talk about impact and scratch, then as an example, trace by medium here, we can see that it can withstand severe damage around 600 joules. It has been tested to resist impacts, direct impacts, or yeah, as you can see here, there are four categories. On the category four, we have basalt and ACM. And as you can see, the more we move forward, the more the phenolic panels stay on the resistance area, right? On the resistance side of things.
So really, this slide just shows super how resilient any kind of phenolic panel can be, right? So super dense, super hard. It's going to really last and hold up to the abuse that you're going to put at it.
Yeah, again, if we talk about high-end phenolic panels, we can speak about phenolic graffiti resistance. So our panels are EVC cured, and they have an EVC cured surface, which ensures that the pores on the top of the surface are technically completely closed, and that prevents this kind of graffiti damage over time, especially if, well, not only if they're located in the inside, but on the facades. And nowadays, with the designs that we have currently out in the world, sometimes the design involves an envelope that gets inside and outside, like it's part facade, parts interior. So this kind of panels come really useful and really shine in this area because they are so easy to remove graffiti from them. It's so easy to remove graffitis from them, even if the UV rays hit them on a daily basis. They still super easy to clean. And if we talk about UV resistance, as I mentioned, so these panels are also they have passed several testing. The most aggressive testing, if I could say so, is the xenon lamp testing. There are actually two tests like this. One is the European one, which is kind of, well, it's hard to pass. But on top of that, we have the Florida test, which is a bit harder to well, it's a much more aggressive test. So long story short of this test, the panels are exposed to a 3,000-hour aging process, which is equivalent to 10 years in the sun of Florida. So with that weather, with that really aggressive weather, we need to consider the light that they're exposed, the UV exposure, the heat, the moisture, humidity, and all those things. And after the panels have been exposed to this aging process, we can see here on the grayscale, this is a result of the 3,000 hours. So we after those 10 years, we can go from 5. The worst case scenario, we will go from 5 to 4.5. So as you can see, the difference is almost unnoticeable. It's technically invisible to the naked eye. And yeah, that's that. With that said, it's 3 times this test is 3 times more aggressive than the European one. Yeah, and yeah, if we talk about spectrum wall panel systems, I need to say that we manufacture. We work continuously. We work with architects and design teams. Our customers are network installers, and we have stock locally, so we have like really good delivery times, and we can produce any kind of panel, like any kind of panel color or thickness that you need to in this type of ones, right? Like 6, 8, 10, and 13. So if we talk about applications, high transit environments really are a must to have. Well, these panels are a must to have for transit high transit areas like airports, for example, hospitals, clinics, education establishments like schools, universities, healthcare. All these places really are a good development points for this kind of applications. And as mentioned, you can even use the exterior panels to get inside the building, right? As you can see in the first image at the left. So since I mentioned about the design, the possibilities of designs are endless. Have a really wide spectrum of colors that you can pick from, and along with the thicknesses that we have and the dimensions that we can provide, the possibilities of design are endless, right? So there's nothing worse than getting your project limited by design, and with these products, you can definitely spec whatever you feel like, whatever you need to. When you need to have in the project, there is no limit. And even if we don't have an exact color on stock, like we can request it. And even if the color is really particular, even if the color is really peculiar, we can make it happen. We can design it. So on top of that, I need to mention that we have really different finishes and textures. So about finishes and texture, this is a really big limitant for design sometimes. In my perspective, in my experience, yeah, it's really frustrating as an architect or as a designer to get the design on hold because you cannot find the right product. So we have 7 finishes with different textures, each one. I know that some other players in the market out there, other players can provide some of these finishes and textures, but we have a wide variety of them, 7 of them. And on top of that, we can produce different types of panels. So one-sided decorative, as you can see, double-sided or dual color.
Yeah, a lot of manufacturers have different sheens, different finishes, right? So I think you're really looking at if you're looking with Fundermax, Abalaminati, Wilson Art, Formica, they all have different finishes in terms of what they can produce. Obviously, on the screen here, it shows you some idea of what the finishes are, really honing in on who the supplier is, what they can actually do.
Yeah, along with the, thanks, Trevor, along with the dimensions, right? The 6'8", the 5'10", the 6'12", and the 7 by 14. So if you combine that with the thicknesses, right? That's 6 millimeters, 8 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 13 millimeters, and all the colors, again, possibilities of design are endless.
Yeah, all manufacturers obviously make different size panels, so it's something to look at what they actually manufacture. Some manufacture huge sheets like 7 by 14. Sometimes they're 4 by 8. So it really depends on who the manufacturers you're working with to find out A, what their panel sizes are, so you can sort of work with your design, right? You don't want to specify a panel at 7 by 14 when the manufacturer does not make that kind of panel.
Yeah, right. That's right. And on top of that, we can do a lot of add-ons on top of that. So, like for example, if you think about digital printing, we can make it so we can print in large format of panels, any kind of design you need. I know that sometimes we have mosaics to show up in halls or in like lobbies or areas like that, surfaces like that. So we can make it so. As a matter of example, you have River College here. If you see at the top of the building, you can see a printed surface, right? That beautiful printed surface is simply a phenolic panel.
On the picture on the left is that at airports, and that's a fully digital printed panel as well.
So another add-on, and this is one that I like a lot, it's perforations. So if we talk about perforations, it's fully combinable with all the designs, all the colors, all the thicknesses, on all the surfaces, all the dimensions that I mentioned before. And on top of that, you can have a printed surface and perforate as well. As a matter of example, we have few buildings here. These are pretty nice examples of perforations on facade, and one that I like a lot. Trevor, I think we actually did the one at the bottom of the left. We collaborated on that project, right?
This is the one that was in China. Yeah, this is just a really iconic project in terms of doing a backlit perforated panel, and same with dark matter in the top left-hand corner. Really, all these panels have been perforated, and then they're all backlit to really create this beautiful illusion on the facade. So.
Yeah, and they can even put lights at the back of the panel so they get the really, really lovely illusion of a light moving as you walk by next to the building. Um, and yeah, at the right side is also one of the buildings I like. This is located in Europe, it's France. This is Chateau. It's a Parisian building. The facade that you can see has everything that I mentioned before. There's different dimension of panels. They're optimized, of course. And as you can see, they are perforated and also printed and extruded as well. So it's a pretty good idea of what you can achieve with Phenolic, right? Yeah. So as you can see, we can provide a full end-to-end solution. So as an overview, we have panels and we fabricate them. We have top one top technical service, and we also have fastening systems. So you can get everything that you need for the project together. Why Spectrum? Because as mentioned in the beginning, we have a lot of experience, 15 years of experience in the market. We specialize in phenolic wall panel applications. And yeah, we can bring a lot of reliable solutions to your project. We try to work as an end-to-end solution. So since the design stage up to the post-building, um, the post-building side of things, we will be there with you. All our products are engineered for code compliance and maintenance performance. We meet all the codes that we need to achieve in the building code. And yeah, design assistants. We have a team of engineering, we have a team of estimators, we have a team of operations, we have a team of trainers, we have a team of engineers. So everything that we can give you help with, we're here to help you with. And yeah, on top of that, if you require mock-up samples, like renderings, how the product looks, all of that until up to post-installation support, again, we can make it so we will be with you along the way.
Yeah, so basically we can work with everyone from right from the specification to design assist to estimating right into the engineering of drawings, fabrication, and then we can also we're also there to support the end user or the installer with installation training, delivery, all that kind of stuff. So it's basically end to end with ATS. All right, now we're gonna get into some facades.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna speed up a bit because we have just 1 hour. I just realized how late it is.
It's all
So
good.
if we speak about exposed fastening, we have the 7110 system. So as you can see, you have the sheetening, you have the WRB, the galvanized horizontal Z-girts. You can put minor wool insulation, then you have galvanized vertical hats and Z-girts, the vent screen. You can also have joint closures. After that, you have the phenolic panel. This is a thick of 8 millimeters, and you can put the fasteners the color you want.
And yeah, obviously the color match fasteners, you really don't really see a lot of the fasteners once you get up there.
Yeah, of course, you need to be very, very close to find out that this is actually exposed fasteners because they are not painted; they are like powder coated. So as you can see in the photo, this is a school project that we supported we collaborated in Quebec. And as you can see, these all are exposed fasteners, and you cannot tell the difference from the concealed ones. So that's how good is the powder coated.
Yeah. So this really showcases obviously an outdoor environment where it's going to get super high abuse. This is where any phenolic panel really shines in terms of its durability.
Yeah, and this is another project also in Quebec. This is in Quebec City. So yeah, as you can see, there's a little artwork here that has been done. This is not a layer this is not a layer on the surface of the panel. This is actually the panel extruded, like positive, negative. We extruded one portion of it and we installed in that blank, let's call it blank. We put phenolic panels of different colors, and that's how this artwork was made. And
And we
again,
did,
this is
yeah.
exposed customers.
Yeah, we did some arches here on the right-hand side. You can really take it and take it to the next level. You can do some beautiful archways, different colors, different formats. It's really unique.
And again, this is also exposed fasteners. This is phenolic exposed fasteners. As you can see, you can create, sorry, could you go back please 1 second? Yeah, so as you can see, the panels have been shaped in different, they have different shapes in facade, but they are all the same panels. And yeah, this is one of the games that you can see to play with rhythm, to play with movement, to play with, the envelope. It's a lot, the envelope is such a good um, um, canvas to draw a lot of designs like this. So yeah, and yeah, these are also exposed fasteners. As you can see, in the surface, you should notice them, but again, you need to be very, very, very close and perhaps do zoom with your cell phone to find out that these are exposed fasteners. Again, this is the 910 system that we have. This is the concealed one with ATV. So similar to the previous one, you have the sheeting, the WRB, you have the thermally broken clips, you have the vertical galvanized steel L-girts, and you can put mineral wool insulation. After that, you have the bench frame, the horizontal aluminum rails, the joint closures, the adjustable or non-adjustable brackets, the blind rivets, and the panel assembly itself. So this is 910 system. It's a concealed system. As you can see, we are on a pretty close-up view here. And yeah, they look amazing, right? This is another demonstration of what you can do with the 910 systems. This is actually the OPP police station. Yeah, this is a pretty good example also of 910 systems. From there, we can check the Unity spectrum wall panel system. So Unity has concealed fasteners to create this smooth, clean look on surface. It's really, really good for ideal. It's really good for interior, exteriors, and ceiling applications. They can be installed either vertically or horizontally. You can play with them in the surface. You can speed up the installation of them if you use the bigger dimension panel, the high dimension panels.
Yeah,
And
so Unity comes in 7.5, 15 inches high, and then 22. And all the panels are actually cut 12 feet long, so you can really maximize your yields. And we can really cut any of the colors that we offer into a Unity panel.
yeah, if we have a quick look about at the technical stuff, then you can see that these panels are pretty amazing, right? That yeah, this is you feel free to put these panels on the project. They're top quality. So yeah, this is Woodbine. This is a project made strictly with the Spectrum Unity panels in the facade. And as you can see, you can play with the facade with the envelope and even put some panels on the inside. Yeah, yeah, as mentioned, you have the panels that are shown a portion on the outside, but they also play a bit and move forward to the interior of the lobby of the hall. And yeah, this is also another good example of what you can do with Spectrum Unity.
And they're shown in the not in the horizontal, they're actually in the vertical position.
They're the vertical
Shows that vertical.
Mhm. I wish we had more time to speak about facades. Sorry, about interior walls. Facades are really linked to interior walls. But if you have any kind of questions or if you need further explanation with anything, just feel free to send me an email or I will be able to answer a few questions at the end of the presentation. For now, I will do a transition.
Introducing spec.
Yeah, we'll do a transition in a
Yeah,
couple of
sorry.
minutes to Trevor.
All right, so yeah, we got spectrum wall panel systems here. So we're really looking on the interior side of the system here.
Introducing spec.
So I'll just go into my next slide's a little bit of a video in terms of the wall panel systems that go inside the building. So I'll let you
Introducing
guys
Spectrum
listen to this one.
interior wall linings, the most efficient and durable panelized wall covering system on the market today. A new approach for fast and efficient installation of high-traffic interior walls. This system has very few pieces and requires no special tools to install. It is supported by a rigid main rail and in most cases removes the need for shimming. Hanging standards are completely independent of the wall studs. featuring industry-leading compact HPL designed for beauty and engineered for abuse. With the Spectrum wall lining system, all panels finish flush whether they use a permanent or non-permanent attachment method. The panels are elegantly divided by quarter-inch joints. This system is fully ventilated, which prevents the panels from warping by reducing moisture buildup. It is also fully trimmed, making the finished look aesthetically pleasing, with 1,000+ style combinations to choose from and multiple panel heights with no limitations. Spectrum Wall Linings provides a high-performance system that can be installed 3 times faster than other comparable products. It is also back-ventilated and allows the use of larger format panels. It features durable compact HPL with a variety of style options to choose from.
So yeah, Spectrum wall panel system. So really low maintenance for the demanding environments. It's really easy to clean. Graffiti can easily be removed. High scratch resistant, like we talked about earlier. High impact down corridors is where it really shines. Design freedom. So we have an extensive library of phenolic decors available in terms of the finishes that can go down into a wall panel system. Broad selection of finishes are available, and the panels can be cut into unique shapes, sizes, and basically be put onto the wall. Environmentally friendly, Green Guard Gold, air quality, PEFC or FSC certificates are available. All manufacturers have different FSC certifications, so it's definitely depending who you work with. And same with the environmental product declaration are also available from the manufacturers. Panels can reduce energy costs when using in a ventilated facade. Uh, Low lifetime cost of ownership. Obviously, you get a 50-year life cycle and a 10-year class leading warranty. So this is one of our systems. So we do a vent Z system on a wall system. So it's integrated spacers for free air cavity. So this is the Laval University. I can sort of see here in the yellow with Albert Einstein that has been basically etched into the panel system and then basically put onto the wall. So really unique design. All concealed fasteners, right? So you can't see. So as you can see, this is the Vent-Z standoff here, reduced to the backside of the panel with aluminum with a minimum thickness of 5/16, using an 8 mil panel. As you can sort of see in the picture here, you have a Vent-Z clip and you have your Z rail panels just sort of clip on. Super cost effective. It's a truly ventilated system. The whole thing about phenolic, you can't just apply phenolic directly to a wall system. It needs to be vented. Anytime you're using phenolic, let it move, let it breathe is the whole application when you're going to do this. So if someone said you can stick on the wall, you just definitely can't do that. You need to let it move, let it breathe. Strong aluminum substructure, and then supports panels up to 10 feet high. We also do a bond system. This is where you can really get really creative in terms of doing go down hallway, 7x14 sheets. This is the World Exchange Place in Ottawa, Ontario. As you can sort of see with sort of an elevator lobby with large scale panels up to 7x14. So basically it's used engineered with high strength adhesive on the back side of the panel. It's on a framing system. As you can sort of see here, it's a structure. It's got a main rail, a front line termination trim, and some hanging standards to be able to put that onto the wall. Once again, cost effective, low cost of labor for the large panel projects, supports really extra large panels, non-progressive applications. And then once again, it can support those 7x14 sheet sizes because we all know that people don't like to see joints in a lot of things. Where we can really get away with that is using those maximum sheet panel sizes up to the 7x14 so that you limit your joint exposure. So you get that super clean lines that go down the hall. So steel subframe with your phenolic. This is a Spectrum wall panel systems, sort of like a Unity kind of system. So it's a modular plank-based system. You really get freedom of design for that closed joint, concealed fixed, multilinear plank system. Faster to install than traditional, or it's faster to install than your traditional systems. As you can sort of see here from the Will Rogers Airport in Oklahoma City, in the bottom left-hand corner here, and Stevenson High School on the right-hand side. So the Unity wall clips are attached to the substructure with a single self-drilling concealed stainless steel fastener, as you can see on the right-hand side here. Our profile planks engage into clips, delivering a clean look. The plank joist placements can be vary from added flexibility of design. Yeah, like I said before, we can offer this in three different plank heights. This is sort of the extreme system, as you can see in the picture here. Great use in the gymnasium. So in a school or in a high school or elementary school, where we can get into the extreme system designed for applications where clients expect sort of those high impact areas where kids are going to be bouncing balls off the wall, shooting pucks, really high abuse, right? So exposed fasteners allow for the attachment for non-traditional shapes, including curves and complex geometries. As you can sort of see here, it has a stainless steel substructure. It has color matching fasteners here, self-drilling fasteners on galvanized Z-girts. So really shines in one of those high impact areas, complex geometry, like I said before. We have color match fasteners, or you can do stainless steel fastener, color match stainless steel. They're always powder coated. We never paint anything because we all know with paint, it likes to chip. So most of the fasteners are all powder coated. You have the ability to fabricate this on site. You don't have to do it in, we don't have to fabricate it for you. Installers can cut and do as their heart's content on site. Fabrication can have up to any size up to 6 by 12. Talk about sustainability. This is a huge one. Obviously, durability, low carbon manufacturing, low carbon materials, really human safety, 10-year guarantee, EPD, FSC, LCA, and Green Guard Gold. These are all top things that everyone requires these days in terms of meeting lead criteria. And we can definitely provide those with a lot of the manufacturer we currently work with. This is showing the Berg's family foundation here. We did some wall panel systems inside. There's a rock wall here, and then we've wrapped this with phenolic panels. We're getting into the locker side of things now. Really, that area, I know it's about 937 here. We're going to continue on. So really high durable, easy to maintain Spectrum lockers are an excellent choice for those high traffic environments. They're going to withstand that high abuse. They're great in terms of humidity, high humidity, where you have a lot of water. This is where Phenolic really shines. Low maintenance, easy to clean, graffiti can easily be removed, scratch resistance, impact resistance, freedom of design. Obviously, we have a lot of different types of designs in terms of Z tier, 5 tier, 3 tier. We're going to talk about a little bit here today. Like I talked before about environmentally friendly Green Guard Gold, air quality certificates, FSC certificates are available. EPD, the environment product declarations are also available as well. Low cost of ownership, like again, 50-year service life, and a 25 year class leading warranty. Why choose phenolic? There's about six materials that are on the market right now in terms of powder coated. You got laminate, particle board, phenolic, plastic, hardwood, stainless steel. This is where phenolic really shines, like I've talked about before. You can sort of that attractive design, flexibility, durable. It's waterproof, mold resistant, bacteria resistance. You can really go in there and power wash these lockers out. You could throw the phenolic in the water, pull it out a year later, and it's never going to take on any kind of moisture, right? So great for those wet environments, high traffic, healthcare, really where things are going to be highly abused. This is where it really shines. This is our Spectrum Classic, the locker. Obviously, we can do Z tier, we can do 6 tier, 5 tier, 4 tier, 3 tier, 2 tier. Some of our standard heights 59 and 3/4, or you can go to 71 and 3/4. Widths are standard are 12, 15, 18. We can do various depths as well, 12, 15, 20, 24. I won't get into it too much in terms of the bodies. Obviously, we use a standard grade phenolic within all of our bodies. So there's no particle board with any of the lockers. So this is a fully phenolic bodied locker. So everything is phenolic: the backs, the sides, the tops, the bottoms, the shelves, the door. So it's all encompass phenolic system. We use five knuckle stainless steel hinges for all of our hinges. We can do vents. We do offer a standard venting system. We've vented doors before. You can really take it to the next level. These are Hygiene Plus lockers. Our bodies are made with antimicrobial phenolic. So great for where you need those scientific environments or where they're looking for that antimicrobial phenolic in hospitals, medical rooms, that kind of thing. Same thing. We can do Z tier, 6 tier, 5 tier, 4 tier, 3 tier, 2 tier. If there's a custom job, we can also look at that as well. We try to stick with our standard sizes though. We can also make cubbies out of this. We do a lot of stuff. We've done work for Lululemon, Aritzia, just to name a few. We can basically build a fully phenolic cubby, with kind of whatever the dimensions you guys are kind of looking for. It really allows for that grab and go factor, allow for immediate access. There's no doors. We can do a bench top, as you can sort of see on the left-hand side here, where we built a bench with a shoe cubby below. That's the most common thing we do right now. And then we've also been doing a lot of cubbies within Phenolic. So really zero footprints, no outswinging doors, flexibility of size, nearly limitless in terms of options. Oversized packs, if you're like, I have a pack that needs to be 12 by 14, that's something that we can definitely look at as well. Yoga mats, small, big, large, would definitely fit in. We also make phenolic benches as well. So with 1/2 inch top, has a powder coated frame. You can pretty much do whatever color you want, but we always use a 1/2 inch phenolic top on our locker benches. You can do a pedestal bench out of phenolic as well. Obviously, you have a powder coated bench leg with a 3/4 inch top. So where you're wanting to mimic what you're doing with your locker system, you want to match your benches with maybe your countertops. This is where you can really basically play it on and say, "How I can do everything within the same color." Integrated benches, we offer integrated bench system as well. As you can sort of see on the photo here, this is a community uh, fitness center that we did with an integrated bench system. So obviously phenolic lockers with a phenolic bench top. We actually enclose the underneath the bench. So there has a powder coated frame that goes underneath with an extension that receives the bench that goes on the top. So a 3/4 inch bench top, and we can either conceal fasten it or we can face fasten it down to the integrated bench system. Looks like there's some duplicates in here for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on. So we have a bunch of different finishing options. These ones kind of we stock locally in Toronto, and where we work with Wilson Art Formica, Lamitech, Trespa, Funnermax, Arborite, just to name a few. We do stock some standard colors within Toronto. Digitally print, I know Jose already talked about this. We can also do digitally printed on a locker system as well, which is great. So if someone says they have a picture, I know a lot of YMCA's, a lot of public sports buildings, they love to take their logos and put it on things. This is where you can also take do a digitally printed phenolic panel and then basically cut it and then basically put it into your locker system and really bring it to life. We use all 304 grade stainless steel hardware with on all our lockers. I'm not going to get into this because we're really focusing on phenolic today, but really this is our standard 304 stainless steel graded fasteners for all of our locker systems. Locker bases, once again, they are built with phenolic. We do a phenolic kick, so great for those high moisture areas. As you can sort of see, this is our locker adjustable base with a 4-inch kick on the front. It's an adjustable leg, and then you basically put in your Trespa or your phenolic base front. Once again, let it move, let it breathe. We use a clip system so that way you have some adjustability, but it's fully breathable in the backside of that locker as well. We work with a wide variety of lock manufacturers, Digilock, Ojmar, just to name a few. I'm not going to get into this today, but pretty much any locking system can be encompassed into a phenolic locker, whether it be a coin return, coin collect, or if you're really going to that digital market where you have a kiosk where you can swipe a card and your locker opens. We have done jobs like that as well, where you come in, you swipe your card, you walk down the hallway, your locker opens, you close your locker, you walk away, use your key card again. Sort of sky's the limit in terms of locking options. We also do an athletic locker as well. So we do a lot of sports rooms where we can do an athletic locker if you're looking for that. Open locker, obviously lots of hooks, lots of space to be able to put all your belongings. And this is our athletic locker here. As you can sort of see here, this is a product in the US, ATS Stadium in Kingston, and it was done with the CPL team. Here's there before with obviously benches and some metal lockers, and we really transformed that space using our athletic locker. We've also started building PPE cabinets. So this is a PPE cabinet right now. We are currently building for St. Paul's here in Vancouver, BC. We're building just over 900 of these units, varying in size. We have about 14 different variants, sort of showcasing this is PPE 01 in a fully phenolic design. So phenolic sides, gables, backs, fronts, doors. In the top right hand here, you're basically having where you can put all your glove dispensers. You on the left hand side, so small, medium, large, your N95, your beard and mask dispensers below that. We have a fully adjustable shelf. We've integrated this one with a hand sanitizer dispenser. And then we also have a gown disposal and a gown storage in the bottom here. So these units are just over anywhere from about 8 to 10 inches in depth, and they vary from 12 to 24 inches, and the height is about 60 to 72. But all the shelves, they're all made in Toronto. So we do adjustable shelves. We can sort of make it work for whatever, definitely work for whatever the application is. We kind of just need to understand what everyone's working towards. So. We've done recess, we're doing semi-recessed, and we're also doing surface mounted on this job as well. So really, we can do a lot of variety of options in terms of the PPE cabinets. We also take into a phenolic change table as well. We work closely with Candan and NextGen here for an adjustable table. There is others on the market as well to showcase where phenolic you can go with it. Obviously, this is a phenolic top on this table and a phenolic rail, so you can actually see it within its entirety here. So we also can do phenolic with partitions as well. We're going to talk a little bit about traditional, evolve, and Thrislington cubicles. We're going to really quicken this up. We have the Duraline series within the Bobrick lineup. Great line, 1/2-inch panels, 3/4-inch doors, and pilasters. As you can sort of see here, this is a super high traffic area. This is up at the campus on SFU here in Vancouver. This is in their campus on their main level. Super durable, high use, and really you can take it to colors. So we did black pilasters with different color doors just to offset it. So it's really a unique project. So every door was a different color, and then obviously the pilaster was done in a gray format. So Duraline series is a compact laminate, solid core construction again. Obviously, we can't edge band phenolic. People like always ask, "Hey, can we edge band it?" No, unfortunately, you do expose that black edge, but you never have to treat it or you have to finish it. So it can be cut and be done, and you can walk away from it. You don't have to treat it, you don't have to seal it, you don't have to do anything like that. You get a 25-year warranty with phenolic panel or phenolic stalls as well. We also offer a Sierra series, which is basically a solid core reinforced composite or SCRC. It's a fully solid color through compact. The limited downside to using a color through composite or a compact panel is that they only come in a small array of colors, and some of the colors are just not that palatable. But hey, it depending on where the environment is, because they offer like forest green, terracotta, desert beige. There's a couple different ones that are on the market that you can use. But super high durable, 25-year guarantee again. Vandal resistance, through bolted. Um, Phenolic again, you're able to allow for that everyone's looking for that extra gap or gap-free design. Everyone wants more privacy in a cubicle these days, right? Where if you're using a PLAM, they always have to square off that edge. They have to edge band it. They can't do a chamfer like what I'm showing in these pictures here. So this allows you to be able to do a chamfer at both the hinge and at the latch side of the door. So that way you get fully maximum privacy at both sides. You don't have to use you don't have to use a piano hinge. You can allow the phenolic to do the job. It's there. You can chamfer the edge. You can basically create that gap-free option so you don't get any sight lines. Some, like we talked about earlier, some manufacturers make larger panel sizes. This is where Fundermax really shows and shines, where they can do that extra. Everyone's looking for that extra depth in that cubicle because most cubicles are standard at 60 inches in depth. Where Fundermax really shines, they can do a 72 by 72 inch panel and really allow you to get the extra depth. This is an evolved cubicle system. This is also made out of phenolic material. Um, it can do up to 82 inches in height, 9-inch floor clearance, more of aluminum frame, European kind of looking system. But yet again, all made out of compact grade laminate or solid phenolic material. This is an Evolve Max system, so a little bit higher in terms of cubicle heights. We can do 82 and 5/16 with a 1-inch floor gap, so you can really reduce that gap at the floor. This is just showcasing some of the Evolve, what it looks like close up. This is a full height Oasis. So this is an Oasis. This is another aluminum frame panel. So this is in my Thrislington cubicle lineup. All phenolic door with a aluminum frame system again. But allows you to go up to 106 inches. So really maximizing your height because people are always going higher. No one's ever going lower. Everyone's really going higher up in terms of panel heights these days. Flow system, again, fully phenolic system, phenolic door, phenolic fascias, phenolic panels between the stalls. So just showcasing what you can do. Yet again, you can go up 106 inches in height, reducing that floor gap to 3/8. So really, you can't, you taking your phone, we all see these days, kids are trying to get creative and slide their phones under at a 3/8 or a 3/8 gap or 8 mil. It's going to be really hard to get a phone underneath that door. This is just showcasing one of our Duraline series. So this is the 3082 series from Bobrick. 3/4 inch doors, 3/4 inch pilasters, 1/2 inch panels. And then we're basically just lowering it just below the bulkhead. We do have a headrail brace system in this picture here in terms of the bracing at the top. Majority of Bobrick partitions are mounted to the floor. It just gives you that super high-end durable partition. This is Scotiabank Arena project where we're showcasing some some Evolve stalls. SFU again. This is a lookbook now, so we really these are all of our inspirational photos. Now we're going to go to. We have about 8 minutes left here. We'll quickly go through this, and then we'll have a time about 5 minutes for some Q&A. So this is JFK Delta One Lounge in New York, showing our Spectrum wall panel with vent Z clip system. Will Rogers Airport, Oklahoma City, showcasing their Extreme system. World Exchange Plaza, Ottawa, Ontario. Spectrum Bond. Laval University, Quebec. JFK digitally printed panel, Vent Z clip. This is Buffalo Niagara Airport. The Rankin Jordan Hospital. More of the Rankin Jordan Hospital. Stevenson High School. Just doing some soffits there. Obviously, concealed fastening here for college. St. Justine Hospital, using our Spectrum wall panel system or Vent Z clip down the corridor. Markdale Hospital, Markdale, Ontario. O'Hare Airport, the Delta Terminal. Enosh Cree Nations K-12 School, Edmonton, Alberta. Really showcasing that extreme on there here, showcasing again in our gymnasium, right? So they did some accent walls down the corridor. There are some of our locker jobs here. First Canada Place Center, Calgary, Alberta. Z-tier locker. Another job we did here in Quebec showcasing some different colors of lockers, obviously using a face fastened or a through fastened system in terms of the hinge on the locker system. This is some bicycle amenities building that we did in Toronto, Ontario. This is the Bentall Fitness Center here in Vancouver, down in the Bentall building, where we did a bunch of different kinds of lockers with intricated benches. We even did the wall panels up here as well above the lockers. So basically taking the locker and basically just going up extra high here. Um, this is the health care clean room change area, showcasing our cubbies and gown storage. Kingsway on the Park, Toronto, Ontario. Lockport YMCA. It's one of the general hospitals we did as well. This is Northeast Scarborough, Toronto, Ontario again. Port Colborne YMCA using Brittany Blue. Michener Institute. This is Carville Community Center. Showcasing this one again. This is Dites Stadium, Kingston. So we manufacture solid phenolic architectural products, obviously within the facades, wall panels, lockers, scientific work. We leverage the material advantages of solid phenolic panels to create products that deliver design freedom, sustainability, and category-leading performance. Our products are built to withstand the test of time, enhance buildings, aesthetics, and provide long-term value to building owners. So I open it up now for definitely a Q&A period. We can definitely answer any questions, or if you guys need anything from us, we're definitely here to assist, answer questions, write specifications. we're definitely here to support you guys. Any questions? No one has any burning questions. We can go back through some of our photos here. There's some of our unique projects. All right. Well, in that case, Jose, I know you're still on mute there. Um, I just want to thank everyone for their time today. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to assist you in what any of the projects you guys are currently working on. Or if you have any burning questions, we can get you in touch with a rep in your area, whether it be myself, Jose, Joanne in Quebec, Lori down south. We can definitely help you guys out in terms of building those specs and delivering what you guys need for your projects.
Yeah, Trevor, can you show up the first slide where we're showing the emails, perhaps?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Any participant wants to take note of the email for further questions. I just wanted to add on top of what you said, that we create value through innovation, reliability, and experience. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning, if you have any kind of questions, any upcoming projects, ongoing projects, doesn't matter. Please reach out to us if you have technical questions or design inquiries, or you want to see how these process will look on your project. Just feel free to reach out to us.
That's great, everyone. Look at that. We ended right at 10 o'clock. So appreciate everyone's time today. I hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday. And
Oh, hold. So,
sorry.
Trevor, sorry. Yeah, I just noticed that we have a couple of questions.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the first one is, are the panels antimicrobial? So the short answer is yes. I want to speed up things. Perhaps you can do it better, Trevor.
Yeah. So yeah, all of our all of our panels are antimicrobial. We can definitely provide tech data sheets on that as well in terms of the durability and antimicrobial properties that go into the panel as well.
Yeah,
Can
short
these be
answer,
used in wet
100%.
areas like partitions in a shower room? Yes, 100%. Phenolic is the best way to go into a shower room, 100%. I see it all the time. We just did SFU using Evolve cubicles for all our dorm rooms. So that's a fully kitted out phenolic partition panel with an extruded aluminum hardware. So it'll never rust. So great for the shower environment. So yes, this is where phenolic really does justice in terms of in those wet areas. So it can be submerged in water, it can get wet, you can power wash it, clean it. It's really going to last that test of the time, unlike other PLAM stalls where they have a fibrous core. Once water hits that panel, it doesn't matter how well you edge band it. I hate to tell you, it's going to blow up. So this is where it really shines.
Yeah, also not only in shower rooms, but you can also install them, for example, in swimming pools. You can install them in places where you're going to be exposed to moisture, either to weather, to natural weather, or to artificial humidity, like shower room. Yeah, you can do that definitely. Any other questions? All
All
right,
right.
I think we're it was a pretty interesting talk about Spectrum and all the brands that we offer, all the product lines. Trevor, if you have any last words for the participants.
No, I just thank everyone for their time. Thanks for spending the hour with us. We appreciate it. And like I said, whatever we can do for you guys, whether it be writing specifications, uh, using our spec tool to help you guys spec stuff, we're definitely here to support everyone that's out there in terms of generating specs. Or if you have questions about Phenolic, what we can and can't do with it, happy to answer those questions as well. Or if you have any projects you're like, hey, I want to know if I can do this in Phenolic, let us know. We can definitely look at it for you.
Yeah, indeed. I'm just copying my email here just in case it's not showing up at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to meet all the participants, architect, designers, and the members of the industry. So many thanks.
That's great. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful afternoon. All right. Cheers.
Take care.